Hello and good evening. Welcome to Barely Competent Gaming. I am Jim, and let me just turn down the sound on the game for a second. I noticed it was a bit loud on this title music. In fact, hang on, let's have a look at... Because I didn't find any of the other volume was the issue. Just gonna cut the music volume down a couple of pips. Might be alright. Okay, so we're back playing the Ark. Playing Frostpunk in the Ark snow. I'm still using Streamlabs OBS, by the way. That's by me saying, that's basically saying if there's any technical glitches. I noticed, because I uploaded all the videos, and it's annoying, I kind of was behind, so I ended up having again Friday and Sundays up all together yesterday, and it was only then I realised, well, two things actually. Once I started using the OBS stuff, I don't think my camera was set up properly. So the frame, I don't know if it was a frame rate, it was just completely off actually on my, which is a bit weird, just from my face, the camera. I think I fixed that now. It was supposed to import all my settings over from OBS, and it didn't, some of the more minutiae ones, and there's so many little things to set up, so many odd things I was playing around with when I first set up OBS a few months back. I'm not sure if I necessarily got everything, but sorry, the other thing I noticed as well, stupidly, my little bar down here, I just put it up here at the top, and I thought I checked it, but it was covering up the amount of coal I was stockpiling, which is pretty big deal in this game, because it's all about the heat and making sure you have enough resources for the heat. Still not entirely happy with the lighting on the camera. I think last time, over the last few streams, I was playing around with the settings a lot, and I feel I just ended up making it worse. So, we'll see. Anyway, let's go and resume our story. So it's day 12 of the Ark scenario, which we only got to do a couple of hours of. Oh, that's a bit. So just my keyboard wires getting tangled up on the tripod, which may not be an issue, may or may not be an issue. Still, there we go. Still getting used to this new setup. I like it though. Actually, it's I think there was fairly noticeable difference in my CPU usage, which is the main kind of thing. As far as other streams go, is anybody particularly here? But yeah, so Thursdays and Saturdays have been Solaris for a while, and Frostpunk is at the moment filling the gap with Warhammer. But I think on Friday I might do more Solaris. I feel like I've been neglecting Solaris because I really want to get back to that. It's just tricky when you go for a new game, you're trying to set up, you get focused on that. I really do want to get back to doing a proper amount. I know we played on Saturday, but because I missed last Thursday's stream, I kind of want to make up I'm thinking about, I think in 2 weeks or so is when the big Warhammer update comes in. And I think I'm tempted to try out just basically playing the same game every stream until I'm kind of done with it for a little while. I don't know, I'm thinking about that. But anyway. Okay, so let me give me a second to see where we are. So we're obviously 12 days in. Do we know how long? Oh, we've got 14 days to prepare for the storm. That's not so bad. We've got some scouts out. Well, we're relatively low on people. The big thing with this scenario is you only get 45 people. You get 45 engineers. You then have to rely on automatons. I almost slipped up massively last time because I let our coal just run right out. Our main objective with this mission is not about saving the people either. Haha, we're all my workers. Hello. Who is that? Nihilistic Nerd. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. So we've got to make sure the sealing arcs stay at least chilly. or above. At the moment they're livable, but the weather's about to go down 2 points. Like in a day. Why am I not researching anything? Where are all my workers, eh? Oh, so we got... Oh, I think we could put a bunch in the food and whatnot. Could we not? Man, this is really annoying. It's such a weird thing that I did. I obviously wasn't researching for something, some reason. I thought, well, okay, while people are waiting, let's move them. Again, I'm doing something else, which I think in the meantime was food, which isn't that big of a deal. But it's free time anyway. I think one of the big points is we need lots of wood. How... Right, I've got four automatons, all dealing with some kind of coal. What's this actually? Oh no, you're building a sawmill. Okay, cool. So oh yeah, I remember there was an event. We had to decide between using the automaton or a sawmill for a day. And we went for the sawmill because we were building another one. I mean, in fact, we did already build it. Right, I know he definitely wanted wood. I want more scouts. For starters. I'll take you out of there. But let me just have a look at my tech. Alright, we've got the generator upgrade too. Now, I did put a steam hub next to all of these guys, so the range doesn't matter so much. Although if we did get the range, I might not need these ones here. Because as long as they're within the range of the steam hub, it's basically the same as being next to this. I think I'll put them behind as well, because I'd want the automatons to have range. They can recharge there, so it's worth having them nearby. So if we're going to go down two levels in a day, what am I on? I'm on livable. Livable goes down to chilly, I think. Oh, but we do have heaters, so we can always put the heaters on. Did I have any missions on trying to maintain at least livable conditions in homes? I think that was a potential issue. Yes. I've got to build more houses anyway, which I want to do. Yeah, I think at the moment though, the issue becomes if you build a house without putting anyone, without having a spare house, they become homeless. What level are these at the moment? You're livable as well. I think part of my... I can put it on overdrive, but probably not for long enough. What's that, like 1 day, 15 hours? I think about 15 hours is when the temperature's going to go down, so I'd need to put it on for a day. Let's see what other tech I can... The efficiency's obviously going to be good. Improved heaters not going to help the housing. I don't think we need them for the actual other bits. I need bunkhouses, really. Okay, this might be the wrong way around, but now I definitely want more scouts, and I've got some spare engineers at the moment. Oh! Go to the Misty Valley. I think these guys we're going to have to send up here first. We have to get that research on, before the storm hits. Yeah, we need more wood. Okay, so we'll... I think we're keeping the people on food. I mean, it's free time at the moment anyway. Yeah, I clearly need more coal, right? Because we're only just keeping up with it. I could probably do with another thumper, but it's not like I've got the manpower for it, or the robot power. It's a zinc spot in Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to read something else. Okay. We have to be careful heading towards this storm. I think that's part of the... Let's go to discarded equipment. We'll have to get because we've got the option for the research. So what is it? To get the automatons in research. So what's that? Heat level 2. Oh, I actually have to reassign people into here. Okay. Where are all my engineers? Oh, you got some in the pub. And you got some doing the healing. I've got some people in here, and we definitely do want more automatons. And we've got a couple of more steam cores as well. But for now, why do we have an odd number? Oh, because we've only got so many in there. Alright, let's get the bunkhouse. We might even go straight up to houses. I think we're gonna have trouble when that hits. Because you're gonna go down 2 levels, right? They have to be livable. And they're currently livable. Yeah, I think we were gonna fail this. Oh, that's gonna raise it by 2 levels though, which will counter it. But I don't think we're going to be able to do it for long enough. I can't see how long that is. What if we wait till 5 o'clock? Yeah, that's or is it 6 o'clock? Might have to just play this game as like, or if it goes, once it gets close to 6. So I should really remember this when the temperature is actually about to change. I actually have a feeling it's at half past the hour now. We're probably not going to have the coal for this, are we?
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
I mean, we're going to be alright here. I mean, we could put the heaters on there. We haven't got the option of heaters in the tents. So they're currently livable. So we're going to fail this as soon as that boost comes off. Oh, the pub only really... Yeah, it's closed. I think maybe we could be proper micromanaging. Although what time of day is that? Yeah, it's open in the evening. 3 hours of coal. Well, I say it's 3 hours of coal left, but we're gaining almost as much as we're using. You going for the steel? If I can get some bunkhouses done. Before I do that, let's yeah, it's going to be tight. Actually, if I can tell by like past me, it's like let me right bind. It's like that mission is just such a pain in the ass because it only needs to be a second and it drops off below the heating, and you really get screwed. Houses are 25 apiece. Well, we'll do the bunkhouses first, I guess. Get the house and redesign. Yeah, none of this is going to help except for maybe the generator safety bypass at this point. Oh, I do want more resources. Coal, we're not in a very good position with coal. Oh, we need more steam cores. It's one of the issues. Okay, let's go with a better coal thumper. How much are these houses? 10 steel, okay. I'll have to get an automaton scout as well. So many things. All the things we want. Alright, let's get a bunkhouse down here. That'll be fine. And then as soon as that's built, in fact, let's get you guys out of there. You can do the building, because people will move around once there's things. Ooh, steam cores and steel. This equipment has been discarded after ice has collapsed under a trailer carrying it. Devastating machines. This gear must have belonged to prospectors or explorers who came here before us. We dug through heaps of metal twisted that was crushed by the moving ice. Much of it is beyond repair, but we can still scavenge some useful resources from it. Take the resource, 3 steam cores. Okay. Come home. I don't think I'm going to risk. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here. You can see the storm coming in. In fact, these guys might even be in trouble because it's going to... Oh, I don't know. It's not difficult. It's 14 days till it hits us. That's how it worked in the first scenario. And some of these throws up. I think the point is then to we use the automatons to do more scouting. So a letter of thanks. So an engineer is here to see you. Here's a letter from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They're plain people, so it reads like bad poetry. They're engineers, they're not bad. But here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in the human cold, where previously they toiled and suffered, is something worth living for. I am glad to hear. I mean, we can always build. I was just thinking then we could build bunkhouses around here. The problem is, while that gets emptied out, and at the moment they've got a spare house to go to, so they will move to the warmer accommodation. Steam coal thumper. Fuel? No, not yet. Nope, none of those. We largely going to save our resources, I think, for these bunkhouses. Gonna go for the automaton because we get an extra 10% efficiency on all our automatons. Oh, a figure in the distance. So we've noticed something in the distance. A small black dot in the wide desert moving slowly towards us. It's possible it might be a survivor. Wait and see. Ooh. Oh, we got some survivors. How long are you gonna take? You're 21 hours away. Well, it's gonna take you forever to get there anyway. But they might not make it. Storage limit of what? Is this the gathering?
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Oh, we've got engineers on this. Oh, I thought we had some places missing. Do I not have any? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Misty Valley. Coal and steel. The air here is still. The trail ahead disappears in a milky haze. Even in the middle of the day, it feels like twilight. A narrow path we were investigating led onto a large flat landscape. Snowy plains we have discovered seem promising. We've already observed a dozen places worth exploring. Oh. Man. How long have I got on this? 17 hours. We're halfway with this. Ew, although temperature's going to rise again. So we might just make it. Although we are building the bunkhouses, so... So there's that. Oh, out of steel. Although I don't even think these are high enough, right? It's really weird. I thought it sounded like there was people talking like behind me, like outside or something. I didn't realise it's coming from this. Really bizarre. Yeah, I mean, so these are better, right? So we, because it goes livable then comfortable, right? And I think even is chilly. And because this is upping it by 2, yeah, I think we decided 1 wasn't enough. Just to make sure we don't leave this until it explodes. I think this. No, well, we need to do this anyway, right? Oh, can I not? Temperature's going to go up significantly, though. Might have to push this right to its limit. It's a cool stable actually. I'm surprised at that considering I put it on overdrive. Critical. Okay, let's keep an eye on this. We're really gonna have to turn this off at the last minute. Was it 6:30 or 7? Keeps pausing me. And I think it keeps insisting I go on. Well, we've got this. That's probably a good idea actually. Let's not. Oh, turn it off. Turn it off now. No, not quite. Geek. What time did we turn it on? We turned it on just before 6 last time, didn't we? It almost lasts 24 hours. I think it does last just 24 hours. Waypoint for further exploration. I said I haven't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some promising locations from here. Oh, I am. Have you actually really got anything? You have got some coal. I'm gonna get to come back. I just get a little worried about you. I'm gonna try and get automatons as scouts. Oh, it's 99%. As soon as I turn this off, it's too. We're done, aren't we? Yeah, it'll be 6 hours. I guess it goes. The temperature goes up at 7. I tell you what, if I literally waited an hour, I've got to turn it off, haven't I? Promise broken. God damn it. Oh, that's massive as well, isn't it? Yeah, these weren't even. They weren't livable. Now let's have a look. I guess it's 7 o'clock. We were half an hour too short, weren't we? So annoying. You just let the slide test. There we go. We would have been fine. We could have just lasted just over 24 hours. At least we know that now. Ah, bit of a pain. Okay. We'll get the rest of these houses done.
Work time. Get back to
Hopefully
work.
by the time these guys get back, yeah, they've got a lot of steel on them, haven't they? We should be able to get a couple more automatons. Oh, let's have a look at our laws. Well, I'm not going to worry about this until it becomes relevant. Well, moonshine. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes.
Hear me.
It's a bit of a no-brainer, that one. There's no real downsides to it. Which is interesting, because you might think from time to time there might be a bit more discontent. Right, automatons are now more efficient. Like an extra 10% more efficient. Which is kind of a big deal. Right, let's get the automaton scouts. There's 75 of each, right? We could do with getting more steel. We don't get more of everything, let's be fair. What's that? What was that? I honestly don't know. Oh no. Did we? Oh no. I'm guessing they met them. Maybe that's what it was. Either that or they died. You would have thought we would have got a pop-up if they died. Yeah, we're gonna get a couple more drops. And I guess we don't technically need the extra house, but I'd rather have too much house. Right, scouts have returned to safety city. We've got one extra, oh, one worker. Oh, how annoying. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back into Frost. I'm going to disband them. Oh, we're going to, yeah. Where's our people escorting them? Cry for help. So an exhausted man has reached us from the city, badly frostbitten with a harrowing story to tell. He says he's come from a nearby city called New Manchester. It's inhabited mostly by workers and their families, but their resources are running out and they're in trouble. Fearing the coming storm, they sent a scout team to look for help. He's a sole survivor. He begs us to help. We must find out more. Ooh, okay. Alright, well we've got a lot to do. Oh, what's that? Saving the message. Captain, a man who arrived from New Manchester is in critical condition. Doesn't get help right away, he'll die. He could be our only chance to learn more about the other city. Let's hope we can save him. Fine, we've got guys here, right? Right. Gonna queue up a couple of more automatons. That's taken a long time to cool down, isn't it? Oh, you're waiting. Let me disband you. Yeah, we're doing the automaton scouts. I might actually send both of these guys out scouting. The two automatons. Although, Helping at what cost? Sir, some of the people are restless. They argue that with the storm closing in, we won't be able to succeed in our mission and help New Manchester at the same time. I understand it's a difficult decision, but they want to know what your priority will be when we have to choose. Huh, interesting. I guess this might be the equivalent of the, I wonder how much of a fool. I won't endanger our mission. We're obviously trying to do both, right? But I mean, we fail, quite simply, if we do this. But, if, these things, like, get too cold. But I guess it means we'll suddenly need a load of extra infrastructure. Okay. Oh, there's a resource. Oh, that's a resource depot. And raises the scout. Hang on. And raises the scout limit by 1. Oh, I want houses. I want an infirmary as well. I feel like we should. I wasn't going to prioritize it. I mean, they're really good. Well, with only having a few people, but if we're likely to get more people in. I might send this one out. One of our people is now an amputee. A new automaton has been built. Ah, oh, man. Alright, let's, Oh, wow. 60 steel, 60 wood, and 200 coal. Ugh, that's kind of crazy. I mean, mainly because we've got all this at the moment. Alright, let's get the automaton on here instead of the engineers. Well, we need to get them working on food, don't we? Oh, it's free time. Let's get them in the pub. Right, but we did get extra coal actually, so we have to wait till tomorrow. Right, we're okay on wood for now. Let's turn you off. Okay. I've got five people here. Why have I got an odd number? Oh, I guess I got a couple sick and an amputee. Um, I need more automatons, need more of lots of things. Automatons relatively quick. I would like to get... we're getting more of everything, right? Wood. The tents in this camp are old and covered in patches. It seems to be deserted. We found the bodies of the other New Manchester expedition members. Their supplies were completely insufficient for this weather. That one of them managed to reach our city from here beggars belief. This is automaton talk. When we're going to meet these survivors and be like, beep, boop, boop, beep. Come with me if you want to live. Right, we got the infirmary. Definitely need to ramp up our resources, but particularly steel. No, steel's not too bad. I'm gonna go with the houses. It's part of one of our current objectives anyway. And have we got anybody who's? Oh, we have. What's the resources building I haven't been? Oh, the steam coal thumper. Oh, what's the? Hang on, let's just have a quick look. What the difference is? Oh, enough for 4 gathering posts. We need to put some gathering posts around this. If only for automatons to work at. Infirmary. I was just thinking, is that there was something else I was going to build before I got distracted. Yeah, it requires a steam core, but good thing about having these things. Oh, hate this. It's just like the heat thing map here. It just gets confused. Like, oh, we can go here. It's fine. And it probably is, but you've got the bloody whatever there. I wonder if we could. Do we want to stick it all the way over there? Does it really matter? Maybe we'll stick it here. Might even move this road at some point. Can't remember how many of these we queued up. I guess one must have already been attached, right? Or maybe we had a second amputee. Oh no, there we go, he's gone. Urine. Oh, of course we're not gathering any wood, are we? Why have we got one person? It's just because he was sick or something. Oh, I was thinking, why isn't this being built? But it's like, oh, we're getting this built, at least. House. Although I'm not going to bother building them until we can get the house redesigned. What's this going to cost me? 125 wood and 75 steel. It's a little ways off at the moment. But we do... Let's get the generator up. Efficiency. 10% less coal use. Oh, what's going on here? Long hours of toil. Sir, people are worn out. Some of us have been working on extended shifts for days on end. The effort is taking its toll and they become restless. They just have a break. Good idea. You have to keep regular shifts everywhere for 3 days. Yeah, okay. It's fine. I've basically been having extended shifts since the start. So I'm curious about the gathering hut. I'm gonna build these two here because it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to have 4 gathering huts for the amount this produces in a day. That's what it was saying anyway. So I'm curious. How much is that supposed to be? It's supposed to be 1,000 odd a day, right? 80 an hour. But I'm only picking up so much of it, right? I'm only picking up 15 an hour. It's producing 80. I don't know if the gathering huts actually produce more. That's what I really want to check. Scouts. Some sort of machine buried under the ice. Our best guess is that it's a heavy cargo crawler. This vehicle belongs to the members of the expedition from New Manchester. It was clearly too heavy for the ice it rode over. Using it here was pure suicide. Alright. Right, these places are getting all frozen up now. I thought... Ah, no. I guess in our... robots aren't going to be able to... I thought they might have been able to have gone out in the storm because they don't get cold, but the fact that that's freezing up obviously makes me think otherwise, which means I should really prioritize getting more scouts to get stuff while I can. We not got enough steel. Right, okay.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Why is this coming up? Oh, sod up. I should get rid of those. More just figuring out as I go. Yeah, I don't think I want any of these particularly. I will likely go for the cemetery. Don't know when it becomes needed. So you're on 15.8 an hour. Let's turn you off. 15.8. $20.7. Ah. And in fact, you're probably better off being over here then, in that case. And let's build a couple more of the gathering posts. Yeah, because, you know, 80, yeah, that's better than what we're getting from these. Scouts reached a new area. This is some kind of temporary observation point. We'll have a better view of what's ahead of us when we get on top of it. The other city. We can see New Manchester. Many strands of smoke can be seen rising from it, which means it's still inhabited. We have to reach them as soon as possible. I need more scouts, man. Oh, I haven't got anybody researching, gathering wood, have I? Where did I move them from? I moved them into the scout, didn't I? I need wood. It's just one of those things. 525 there. Okay. I need way more steel. And I want more scouts. Yeah, let's a pub's fine and all, but I haven't got the wood for that, have I? Let's I think about upgrading the steel next.
Move! Time to get to work.
Alright, well that's kinda gonna help. Let's yeah, let's get the steelworks. I've not got enough wood. Steam sawmill. Sure. Yeah, I need more scouts. I don't think the automaton scout's quicker. Part of me feels like it is, but it's difficult to test. Go to the damaged snowcat. Man, I'm worried if that's going to freeze over before they get there. I already feel like I want to do this again. I mean, not like we haven't failed yet. It's just this city is much bigger than ours, yet it seems far less advanced and more crowded. A dying city. A dimly glowing generator stands in the middle of a shanty town. There's so many people here, too many. They look sick, underfed, and most of them don't have a proper roof over their heads. Nothing can save them from a storm except us. Oh, what does that mean? We'll do our best to send help. Aid for New Manchester. We found New Manchester, but its people are lacking almost everything needed to survive. We can try to help them, but only automatons will be able to carry supplies across the windswept wasteland to them. If we want to help them survive the storm, first they need construction materials, wood and steel, to build shelters. Ugh. Right. Okay, well, Steam sawmill research. I just realised we don't need this tent anymore. Let's go with none. Let's put... There's a tech to make it so we only need a few there. Let's get rid of that. How much? What does steam sawmill cost? 40 steel. Yeah, we'll get that next. I should have ramped up the steel production and stuff a lot sooner, I think. Same with the... Well, yeah, ran out of trouble with the coal.